remember the first time I went home, there was a lot more coordination on my part of coordinating travel because my parents weren't there to drive me to the airport like they always had been on the other end. So I had to learn to take advantage of resources like using CODA 52, which goes directly from Ohio State to the airport, and it's free for students to ride. It only goes certain days of the year, so make sure you check the schedule before riding.
And definitely check the weather, because you never know how slick the roads can be, and just checking like the time of your flight to make sure everything's on the same path, and making sure that your parents understand too. So if they're picking you up from the airport or from the bus station or train station or anything, they know when to get you also.
I remember during my first winter break home, the moment all of our high school friends were finally home from their schools, we were sitting on one of our friends' beds and taking turns sharing stories. But I remember I left feeling like icky, like everyone was trying to impress one another with their stories.
I remember feeling a little disappointed too, going back, seeing high school friends and only sharing the most positive parts of my experience because that's what they were doing too. Everyone's trying to impress everyone after not seeing each other for so long and wanting everyone to think that they've had this great experience. And I know I even told my parents only the best parts of my first semester of college. I didn't tell them about those hard times and how stressful it was.
So it was a lot different just because I'd been so independent at Ohio State, and going back to my parents where there was a lot more rules and just making sure that I was respecting how my parents wanted me to be.
Going home to Michigan, I feel like I thought it'd all be the same, and my advice to students who are going home for maybe the first or second time would just be to expect that change and expect there to be a difference. And head into conversations knowing that. I think it'll help the flow, and it'll help you just be prepared for what's changed.
So there was a lot that I had to get done during those quick 3 weeks home. I wanted to catch up on sleep since we just finished finals week. I wanted to see home friends. My mom's side of my family wanted to see me. My dad's side of my family wanted to see me. I had 4 doctor's appointments to get done. The glorious FAFSA.
Do everything back home that's fun. I'm from Chicago, so Chicago in the wintertime is just beautiful. Going downtown, seeing all the windows, and I know my Chicago people, Portillo's, gotta hit up Portillo's all the time. But yeah, just taking advantage of being home and really enjoying your break.
Make sure that you think ahead strategically. If there's things that you've realized you haven't used in your first semester at Ohio State, take those things home because it's one less thing you're going to have to move out at the end of the year. And make sure you bring back things that you will need for spring semester. For example, I'm from Southern California, so I was not prepared for the winter in fall semester, so I had to make sure that I took all my tank tops home because we will not be needing those in January, and bringing back warm clothes and just being prepared for